So it is Monday 14th of September. This is Kilkenny day 2. I want to fill you in on the breakfast this morning and just tell you a little bit about the castle, which you will see. I will insert that footage. There might be a separate video on that. We'll see how everything comes together. So the hotel breakfast was not great. Normally what happens here, so say like this was under normal circumstances before the pandemic, what would have happened was you would just get up and go to breakfast as you wanted to, basically. But now you have to reserve your spot, which is fine. That's all very well and good. Here though, they are doing buffet breakfast with a twist. So you go up to the counter and one of the wait staff actually dishes up your breakfast, okay? So that's like the hot buffet. And then they have an area where there's pastries and they're already bagged, and cereals, and then orange juice and milk, and you can go and get those yourself, okay? Because you don't need to use the utensils to pick them up. The breakfast that I had was scrambled egg, tomato, sausage, and bacon, and some pudding, black and white pudding. So it was really, with the exception of the scrambled egg, it was pretty much a traditional Irish breakfast, and it wasn't great. And I think the eggs were a massive letdown. They were really not nice. The sausages were nice though, although I think it's kind of difficult not to do them well. Wasn't great, but we did find out that there is another type of breakfast you can have here that is considered the same as what we've already paid for, which is bed and breakfast. So you can go down and you can go to the buffet like I did this morning, or you can order off the a la carte menu. So I'm going to do that in the morning, and I think what I will do is have the porridge and blueberries in the morning. But everything else was pretty much as normal. You go in, you give your room number, they show you to your table, and they ask if you want tea or coffee, and then they bring you whichever one you choose and your toast, and then you're free to go up and get your breakfast then. So, but like I said, the breakfast buffet anyway was not good at all, really. The only redeeming factor on it was the sausages. Even the coffee was horrible. But that was another thing I noticed after, was I just said I wanted coffee, but I noticed when we were leaving and breakfast was still going on as we were leaving the hotel, that the coffees were being made at the what's currently closed now, which is like a coffee bar in the hotel. The coffees are being made there and brought in. So in the morning I'm going to ask for a cappuccino or something along those lines and see if it's any better. So I'm going to reserve full judgment on the breakfast here until then. But the dinner last night was amazing. There's not the biggest selection of food because currently there is only one restaurant operating. I had the burger and the 8-ounce Irish beef burger, and it was really gorgeous. It was really lovely, so I can't complain about that. That was really nice. I don't believe we're going to be eating here again tonight, because the menu is very restricted. The menu, not restricted, restricted is the completely wrong word. The menu is not very varied. There's not a lot there on it. And we have some picky eaters in the party, so I think we're going to be going to, there's a restaurant that's just outside the hotel and down the road a bit, just down a hill, and so not too far away. So that was that. Other than that, like, the staff here at this hotel they're phenomenal. They literally cannot do enough for you, which is amazing. Really lovely. So with the whole coffee issue. As we all know, coffee is one of my favorite things in the world. So there's a couple of places along the lane that the hotel is on that do coffee. So one of them you go in and you do the button thing yourself, like kind of like if you were at a Costa Express, or like in a garage or a shop or something, where you go up and you actually get your coffee yourself. You choose what coffee you want, you put the cup under, you press the button, and you're done. And then the other one was more of a barista one. So we went down to that one, and me and my niece got a coffee that satisfied our caffeine needs. So when we came back, we kind of had a bit of a wait, and we got ready to go out. Then we went down to the castle. Now, I didn't actually completely vlog the castle because I couldn't with the mask on, but I took a lot of footage, and hopefully I can put something really good together out of that. And I have the sheet here from the self-guided tour that sort of had the numbers of how you went around the castle. The castle is, the tour you take it's a one-way system, so you can't actually walk back the way that you went in, so you have to follow the arrows. And the rooms are numbered, and then each room has a corresponding number on this piece of paper, and then it tells you about that room. And there's some the castle itself is fabulous. It's been incredibly well restored, and there's still more work continuing on it. I think it's more as an ongoing thing. But what I'm going to do, I will piece together all the footage from the castle and the Kilkenny Design Centre, and I will do voiceover for just to kind of just tell little bits about the history of the castle and that kind of thing. So as you can see now, we are back in the hotel rooms. I am by myself because I have a hotel room to myself, partly because I will be doing this, I will be talking to a camera, but also because I actually don't do very well on short stays. I don't settle very well, and I can be distracted by the slightest noise. So at home, I'm not used to sleeping with anybody else in the room, so if I'm unsettled in a new place, sleeping with other people in the room is going to be even more of a distraction, and I will not sleep. And I don't like walking around on a little getaway like this like a zombie. So we're having a little bit of a chill out now. What time are we at? It is currently 1:06. I'll show you. I got it. 1:06. Okay. And basically we are going to be heading back out and back down into the town. We're going to go along the shops, and I'm kind of hoping I see somewhere that I can get an iced coffee. Not Insomnia though. I refuse to go to Insomnia Coffee. It's horrible. It's actually so bad it's nauseating, which I am feeling not very fresh now. I don't know what, I think it's because of my routine. I think I need to tweak the way I did things this morning. I certainly need a lot more sleep. Like last night I only got like 5 hours and 40 minutes of sleep, which we all know is not enough for me because I need at least 7. So I will most likely be crashing tonight hard. I actually think we're going to be eating a lot earlier tonight too, because last night it was quite late. Last night it was, our table was booked for 7:30, but I don't think we were eating until 8. And I mean, that's way too late for me, but it was funny. What was funny was when I was booking the tables, my mom actually went like, "Oh, that's very early," and she was the first one to turn around and say, "No, it was too early." I actually felt the need to write something there. I actually almost opened my blog and started writing, and I thought, actually, what I want to write isn't for the blog, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Ah, that's how you do it. Documents. Oh, September. Been pretty much a godsend actually taking the computer with me, because I was on it this morning and I did quite a bit. Yeah, oh, we went out of focus. I did quite a bit of writing on it yesterday. Actually, I did a blog post yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, and I was supposed to have done a blog on Saturday. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll talk about what I'm trying to do in a separate video. I'm gonna go shopping. See if I can get anything nice. Lipstick on. You know what? The one thing that I forgot that I actually think I'm gonna need, so I might have to buy one down here, is coat. Forgot my coat. And all yesterday morning I was pretty much just saying to myself, don't forget your coat, don't forget your coat. And it was an hour and 25-minute drive down here, and we were just coming into Kilkenny, the town, when I remembered I wasn't driving back for a coat. So yeah, I think I am going to make some shakes. I need to use the bathroom. Shocker. And yeah, going to get going down the town. I thought yesterday walking down there was some really nice and interesting looking sights that I would love it if it wasn't so packed as yesterday, but I think maybe yesterday was packed the way it was because of it being a Sunday. I just had an awesome idea. Maybe instead of iced coffee, I go get ice cream at Scrumdiddly's. I'm on holiday, you know. We'll have a look at it later. I've been talking for 15 minutes. See you in a while. Bye. Kilkenny Castle stands dramatically on a strategic height that commands a crossing on the River Nore and dominates the high town of Kilkenny City. Over the 8 centuries of its existence, many additions and alterations have been made to the fabric of the building, making Kilkenny Castle today a complex structure of various architectural styles. The original Anglo-Norman stone castle was built for William Marshal, the 4th Earl of Pembroke, during the first decade of the 13th century. Kilkenny Castle later became the principal Irish residence of the powerful Butler family for almost 600 years. The Butler ownership began with James circa 1360 to 1405, 3rd Earl of Ormond, purchased the castle in circa 1391. And this lasted until 1967, when Arthur, 6th Marquess of Ormond, presented it to the people of Kilkenny in return for a token payment of £50. The buildings have been in the care of the Office of Public Works since 1969, and many important programs of archaeological excavation, conservation and restoration have been carried out. This is the withdrawing room, and this was recreated to its original 1830s proportions. During the 1850s, the ladies withdrew here from the dining room, leaving the men to enjoy their port and cigars. On the walls are remnants of hand-painted Chinese wallpaper with monochrome infill carried out at the studio of David Skinner. The fireplace is a 19th century reproduction of an earlier French design. Sarah. Here. See this square thing? Looks like a picture of a castle on it.
Oh yeah.
That was placed in front of the fire so that the lady's makeup didn't melt, because the makeup back then was more wax.
So this thing here?
This thing was placed in front of the fire, so you can see that if you were sitting down, it would be at like level with your face.
Mad.
There's the bedroom, isn't it?
That bed's so small. Is that for two people, like?
I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Not all.
You have great fun on these stairs there.
Oh, look at that.
The picture gallery was built during the early 19th century building programme carried out by the architect William Robertson and was constructed on earlier foundations. It was initially built with a flat roof that began to cause problems shortly after its completion. The distinguished architectural firm of Dean and Woodward was called in during the 1860s to make changes to the overall design of the picture gallery block and other corrections to Robertson's work. I never did an outro for this video, but that's it for our Kilkenny Castle visit. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.